a scenario which can happen everywhere, and that's how technically overnight a country can become a shithole just because of some new regulation or law that comes to place. What's up everybody, you're watching Hustle for Life and another episode of the Lockdown Expert, where we're gonna talk about North Macedonia because it represents a scenario which can happen everywhere, and that's how technically overnight a country can become a shithole just because of some new regulation or law that comes to place. So after the first lockdown, where literally all the borders in the world have been closed with very few exceptions, like Mexico maybe, slowly, we came into summer 2020 and countries started to reopen, and North Macedonia was one of them because on the list of poorer countries, they couldn't afford any longer being closed. They needed some tourist money and whatnot, so they decided to open for any international travelers without any restrictions. Basically, you didn't need it even a test to enter North Macedonia, and on the ground there wasn't much restrictions as well. Like, you could go to restaurants and bars and whatnot and enjoy life like we are used to be. This was for the whole year of 2020. Basically, one full year Macedonia was open for business and travel. And then a few months ago, the lockdowns in Europe started to be harder again, and because of course North Macedonia see its future in EU, there is a saying for it, they want to be holier than the Pope or something like that, So while I was there, they introduced this new law or whatever, that if you didn't have the medical procedure, you can't go to big shopping centers and restaurants. Obviously, I've seen people just showing them total random vax pass from, I don't know, like different country or whatever, like not even their own name, and they successfully got their meal in the restaurant and stuff like that. I wasn't going anywhere because, once there is a restaurant asking me for something like that, I'm just gonna refuse and cook at home. It's not a big deal for me. But with this, since 1st September came also the compulsory PCR test to enter the country, and literally within few weeks period, the country where for 1 year you could do almost anything and it would be almost desirable place to immigrate to, changed like that into somewhere you don't wanna be. So this represents really how dynamic and ever-changing environment we're living now. And if you're a former Corona refugee like I am, and your mission for last few months or years was to escape this bullshit, then you probably know as well how hard it is, and it's not always fun, even though I am personally trying hard and I'm successfully avoiding lockdowns. At the moment I am in Turkey, but about that I'll make another video. So I'll leave it here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and I'll see you next time.